Hello everyone, and welcome back to Introduction to Motion Writing, part of the Students Representative Council training course on Moodle Cloud. In this video, we'll be introducing Topic 4, Writing Motions. A motion's be it resolved clauses need to contain all the information required to direct the action that you're looking for. This includes answering the following questions. What is it that needs to be done? Who should be doing it? When is it due? What is it going to cost? And what budget line should be used to pay for it? There are a few options for the type of language you can use when you're writing a motion. In option 1, you could be using vague language. For example, be it resolved that the MSVU-SU hold events to improve mental health on campus. That's very simple, it's very open-ended. That could be taken in a lot of different directions. Option 2 is using clear and complete language. For example, be it resolved that the MSVU-SU hold online social events to improve mental health on campus, and be it further resolved that these events occur at least once a month for the remainder of the 2024-2025 academic year, and be it further resolved that the Vice President Student Life will plan these events in consultation with the President, Chief Financial Officer, Strategic Operations Manager, and the Director of Counseling Services. And be it further resolved that the Vice President Student Life will report to Council each month on this initiative. And be it further resolved that the $2,000 from the General Campaign's budget line be allocated to this initiative. And be it further resolved that $2,000 from the General Campaign's budget line be allocated to this initiative. And be it further resolved that the first event be held no later than September 15th, 2024. In option 2, you have a lot more information about what needs to happen, when it needs to happen, who needs to do it, and how much money can be spent. Option 2 is much more clear and complete than option 1. When considering option 1, writing a vague motion, and option 2, writing a clear and complete motion, one can see that option 1 has a lot less detail and really presents an idea without all of the ways in which you're going to enact that idea. This can be advantageous in some situations where you want to introduce a topic for discussion, you want to find a solution, but the individual steps that you need to follow may not be worked out yet. Serving a motion that's vague is not a problem, but passing a motion that's vague is a problem. Vague motions are hard to enact and they're very difficult to enforce. They don't have enough detail to really hold anything to account or to give enough clear direction that folks can go on and carry out what you need done. Some motions are simple and they only require one resolving clause. For example, be it resolved that the MSVU-SU will donate $100 to local charity X by December 2024. That motion is simple, and it's clear, and it's complete. So a short motion is not necessarily a vague motion. Similarly, you can have long motions that are not necessarily clear and complete. So you'll need to practice what it looks like when something is sufficiently clear and complete for your purpose. Sometimes it's more efficient to empower a specific role or committee to make decisions on the budget details and the event details or the other details that may be appropriate. That leads us to our next option, option 3. In option 3, you have the opportunity to serve a clear and complete motion where you're delegating the details to another body. For example, be it resolved that the MSVU-SU hold events to improve mental health on campus, and be it further resolved that the Executive Committee shall determine the budget, frequency, consultation required, and the nature of these events, and be it further resolved that the Executive Committee report back to the Students Representative Council with a plan for these events no later than July 15th, 2024. In option 3, the details are delegated to another body. the executive committee. So the ownership of the responsibility to enact the motion is clear. The motion also has a due date, so there's accountability on when the action is to be taken. In this way, the executive committee will meet and discuss the plan, passing motions that further assign duties, and ensuring that the plan is ready by July 15th, as required by the motion. The plan that the Students' Representative Council receives will be guided by the parameters in this motion, so the goal will be accomplished, but the plan will not be. The plan that the Students' Representative Council receives will be guided by the parameters in the motion. So the goal will be accomplished, but the plan may not be what the mover initially had in mind. If there are aspects of the plan that the Students' Representative Council wants to require, those should be specified in the motion itself. That said, there's a balance needed between giving clear instruction and parameters to work within and becoming overly concerned with fine details. If there are many fine details, but important details that need to be worked out, creating a working group may be most appropriate. You'll learn more about working groups and other common motions in the next lesson. That said, there's a balance needed between giving clear instruction and parameters to work within and becoming overly concerned with fine details. If there are many small but important details that need to be worked out, creating a working group may be most appropriate. You will learn more about working groups and other common motions in the next lesson. And this concludes an introduction to motion writing. I look forward to seeing your motions that you write in your next assignment.